I photographed Levan Gachechiladze for 2 days in December during his presidential campaign. Mr. Gachechiladze was nominated as the presidential candidate by a group of 9 opposition parties. They formed a coalition prior to November 2nd. His candidacy was something of a surprise because Mr. Gachechiladze is an independent, and although he has been in politics since 1999, he has not been a very visible or vocal member of parliament. He's not been an opposition leader or an opposition figure who speaks out or has taken a strong stance, a strong visible stance against any government initiative or any member of the government. However, on November 2nd, he became very visible, and he participated in the hunger strike that started on November 6th, and he was there when the police came to clear out the protesters on November 7th. So his kind of coming into the public light has all been somewhat due to this November 2nd event.
For me, it's the main thing that the opposition is together. That means that right now shadow government, but after my winning it will be the government, coalition government, which will be almost very new and good process in Georgia. We have to smoothly move to parliamentary republic,
right,
in which all parties will be in very good, healthy competition, which will be very good for the country. And after that, I don't see that there will be any place for me in politician.
Mr. Gachechiladze is running kind of an interesting campaign because as part of his campaign promises, he has vowed to step down as president as soon as the parliamentary elections are held. He's sort of running to be the last president of Georgia, and according to him, he has no political ambitions, and people seem to really connect with his lack of ambition or his lack of motivation to be a political leader or to be a star in Georgian politics. In his non-political life, he's a founder of one of the largest wine bottlers and production companies in Georgia called Georgian Wine and Spirits. But in order to participate in the election, he has sold part of his shares in the company.
There are 2 types of business communities here. One type of business community is the, let's say, so-called the businesses and businessmen who are very close to President Saakashvili. I'm calling them his pocket business society. And second biggest society is the other businessmen who right now are not in the good situation because they don't see the ways how to progress this business, and we don't have free market here. The main thing is to promote and provide the small and medium enterprises here, because this is the main economic policy of the country, which needs that many people have to have their job.
When we went around to meet with the population at different regions throughout Tbilisi, he was very warmly welcomed, mostly by teenagers and by middle-aged and elderly women. Seemed to be his strongest fan base, and he really stressed that this election is not about Levan Gachechiladze. He has been trying to put the accent on an election about Georgia and the future of Georgia and changing the political system in Georgia. In one moment, the crowd was cheering Levani, 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 like they cheer for President Saakashvili. They cheer Misha, 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 and he told the crowd, he said, I'm really tired of hearing people say Levani, Levani, Levani. He said, instead of saying my name, what you should be yelling is Georgia or Sakartvelo. And the crowd really went wild and everyone started yelling Sakartvelo. So he's really kind of found he's found a platform that seems to ring true with a certain sector of the population.